Hey champions, you're probably wondering what the hell is happening with this crazy housing market, right? Well, let's dive into this boiling pot of madness and see if we can make some sense out of it. So here's the deal, folks. Sales of single-family homes rose 9.6% from the prior month, according to the big shots at the Commerce Department and the Department of Housing and Urban Development. But check this out. They're still down 3.4% from the year earlier. Can you believe that? It's like a roller coaster ride. One month we're up, the next one we're down. Now, let's put some real-world meat on this bone. Hey, remember Jim and Sally from down the street? The ones that will host those great or awful potlucks on a weekly basis? Well, they sold their house, right? March of this year. The same house they freaking bought for $435,000 back in March of 2022, they just sold it this year, 1 year later, for $549,000. That's a great profit margin, isn't it? But here's a rub. While our dear friends Jim and Sally are laughing all the way to the bank, there are a bunch of folks, apartment renters, prospective buyers, huddled on the sidelines like wet cats in a thunderstorm, waiting for lower pricing and better interest rates. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a second, why the hell aren't they jumping in the game right now? Simply, this housing market is throwing off more mixed signals than a teenager on their first date. Hey, well, let me tell you, if the housing market were a person, it will be like that crazy ex we all had at some point. One day, it's all lovely and dovey with low interest rates. The next day is yelling out with skyrocketing prices. But here's a nugget of good news. The National Association and Home Builders, yeah, those guys, they've said that the latest survey showed 18% of respondents are planning to buy a home within the next year. That is up from 13% in the final quarter of 2022. So here's what I'm telling you guys right now. The housing market is a wild beast right now, but amidst this chaos, there are opportunities. There are signs of lessening pressure on buyers as interest rates have moderated a little bit and more people are ready to step into the market. So if you're sitting on the sideline, it might be the time for you to lace up your boots and get ready to get in the game of real estate. Don't be like everyone else, waiting for the perfect time. Make your own perfect time, create the moment, seize the opportunity, and buy your first home or second investment. Get out there, do the research, make this crazy market work for you. Hey, and remember, you're not building anybody else's dream home. You're building yours. So do it your way. If Jim and Sally can make a titty profit in this roller coaster market, so can you. Don't be the same as everyone else. Be better. Get them tighter, bigger, better, more profit for you. It's time to get started.